Hello, friends. It's Monday, October 19th. Today for math, we're going to talk about adding whole numbers. No estimating, no rounding, simply adding whole numbers together and getting the sum. When you add, the answer becomes the sum. And usually, when you use word problems to create stories to add sums, you're going to find some key words that are going to help you remember you're looking for the sum. Let's take this first example. This morning, Mom read a book for 55 minutes. After lunch, she read for 32 minutes more and she finished her book. How many minutes did Mom read today? So I chose to use expanded form since these numbers are larger. Two-digit numbers are larger than single-digit numbers, and sometimes we have to add a little bit slower and think about each place. 55 minutes is the same as 50 plus 5, and 32 minutes is the same as 30 plus 2. We're adding the minutes together because Mom read twice today and finished a book, and we want to know the total number of minutes that she was reading. When you expand 55, you get 50 plus 5. Expand 32, you get 30 plus 2. Put the ones together, 5 and 2, you get 7. Put your tens together, 50 plus 30, you get 80. And 80 plus 7 more equals 87 minutes. So what that means is Mom read for 87 minutes today. That's the whole number of minutes that Mom read. 55 plus 32. Right, here's another example. On Friday, my teacher made 27 copies of a coloring sheet. On Monday, she found another one and made 27 more copies. How many copies did she make altogether? Altogether is one of those key words. Altogether means finding the sum, finding the whole number altogether. So you would add 27 and 27. I chose to expand each one, 20 plus 7 and 20 plus 7. In the ones place, I have 7 and 7, and that makes 14. In the tens place, I have 20 plus 20, and that makes 40. When I put 40 and 14 together, I get 54. 0 ones plus 4 ones makes 4. 4 tens plus 1 10 makes 50. 54 is my whole number. I also chose over here to stack 40 and 14 on top of one another. That's another way to solve this equation. 0 plus 4 in the ones place is 4, and 4 plus 1 in the tens place is 50. 50 plus 4 is 54. For the next example, our numbers are a little bit bigger. My teacher said she has 113 books in her classroom. The teacher next door said she has 65 books in her classroom. How many books is that altogether? There's another key word, altogether. It means find the sum, add them up. So I took 113 and expanded it out to 100 plus 10 plus 3. And I took 65 and I expanded that, 60 plus 5. I want you to notice when I did this, I put my ones on top of each other, my tens on top of each other, and my 100 stands where the hundreds place would be. Okay, that's very important when you stretch things out that you're adding together. In the ones place, I have 3 plus 5. That equals 8. My tens equal 10 plus 60 or 70. And my 100 stands alone because there's nothing to add it to, 100. When you put those numbers together, you get 100 plus 70 plus 8, or 178. So my teacher and her friend next door together have 178 books to share with their students. Your teacher is going to give you a few more examples to practice adding whole numbers together. No rounding, no estimation, and no regrouping for today. We'll get to that in another lesson this week. For now, we're just practicing adding whole numbers, finding the sum. Remember that word, folks, the sum. It always means add them up.